priorities, and Washington could focus on big ideas to fix long-term problems and create jobs. Where would they begin? Immigration reform, but probably not for the reasons you think. An emerging consensus on immigration.
Our journey is not complete until we find a better way to welcome the striving, hopeful immigrants who still see America as a land of opportunity.
For those of us who were born and raised in this country, sometimes it becomes easy to forget how special America is.
The public seems ready. 53% now say it's time for a pathway to citizenship for illegal immigrants.
This is the moment. The stars seem to be aligned to finally get comprehensive immigration reform.
There was a moment like this in 2005. That moment passed, but the stereotypes remain.
They took our jobs! They took your jobs! They took your jobs!
Even now, cartoons like South Park articulate the fear some Americans feel, and reality shows like Border Wars show just how far some will go for a shot at the American dream. It's up to this bunch to decide what immigration reform really is.
It's certainly racist in its effect.
I'm personally insulted that anyone would use even loosely the term of racism.
Harry Reid says immigration is a top priority for Democrats this year. Ron, let's put everything else aside, gun violence, job bills, debt, budget debates, Obamacare in the first term, all of that aside. Is immigration, the stars really aligned like David Plouffe says?
I think the odds are better for this than almost anything else on the big ticket items on President Obama's second-term agenda, but that still doesn't guarantee it gets done. Basically, you've got a situation where the Democratic Party has coalesced to a greater degree than in the past around immigration reform, and there is now a clear and present compelling political interest for Republicans to get something done after an election in which Mitt Romney lost 71% of Hispanic voters, despite an unemployment rate in double digits among Hispanics. The problem is, as it was in 2005, 2006, will be the House, where there are very few House Republicans.
I want to bring in the last two big pushes for immigration reform. In 1986, Ronald Reagan fixed the problem of illegal immigration by this: three main parts: employer sanctions, border enforcement, and legalization for unauthorized immigrants. About 2.7 million people received permanent residency as a result of that amnesty, a word that politically no one wants to use anymore. But since then, illegal immigration continued. Fast forward to 2005, and all Congress and the Bush administration could agree on was building one big fence. Anna, why is today's immigration debate different than it was in 2005?
I think the politics is different, but I think there's also a national security component that was not there, when Reagan did his amnesty in 1986. It is now a national security imperative, Christine, to know who is here, to bring them out of their shadows. And it's also a national security imperative to secure the border. This is not optional. I think Ron is completely right in what he's saying. And, look, the Democrats have a huge debt with Latino voters, and the Republicans understand they have a huge need for Latino voters.